everyone, and welcome to Toka East in Novi, Michigan. Detroit Badgers FC Indoor Soccer coming up next, taking on West Michigan Wrath. We're a couple minutes away from kickoff. I'm Colton Wesley. We're about to bring you this one live here on Twitch. Badgers in their second game in MASL 3. West Michigan looking for their first win of the season. That's coming up next. Detroit Badgers FC live on Twitch. all please rise for the playing of the national anthem. Hello everyone, welcome to Toka East in Novi, Michigan. I'm Colton Wesley, Detroit Badgers FC live on Twitch. Badgers taking on the West Michigan Wrath in an MASL 3 showdown. Both teams looking for their first win in the league. Badgers a replacement for Muskegon Risers in this division after that team dropped out. They stepped in. They're filling out the rest of the schedule. West Michigan Wrath 0-6 on the season, looking for their first win. Badgers started off last week an 11-8 loss to league-leading Kalamazoo in their first taste of MASL 3 action. So they're definitely ready for this. They're definitely capable of competing in this league. West Michigan coming in 0-6, been competitive in a lot of their games, but they've had some manpower shortages, and now here they are today with only 12 outfield players. So we'll see how that goes for them as they try to contest their depth issues in this clash with the Badgers. Badgers going to be wearing the blue, moving right to left across your screen. West Michigan in the orange. Starting lineup for Detroit. In goal is Nelvis Nda. In the field, Mustafa Al-Nakshali, Eduardo Neuse, Eamon Shalom, Khaled Souza, and Diego Izaguirre. For West Michigan, in goal is Ryan Foy. And in the field, Robert Otterbein, the captain, Brendan Mansfield, number 12, Storm Powers, Drake Fox, and Cody Ebenay. "15 minutes on the clock. We play 4 15-minute quarters. And we are underway. Once again, West Michigan moving left to right across your screen in this first quarter. Neuse tries to win it for the Badgers. They have it in midfield. This is Souza working it back into the middle. Izaguirre. Into the middle with it. Dispossessed. Neuse. Back to Izaguirre in the middle. West Michigan trying to keep that defensive shape and just force Detroit back. Not commit too much pressure. Long ball down the right wing. Ryan Foy is there to clear it off the boards. Settle in at the feet of Drake Fox. Storm Powers, also of Red Cedar FC. Izaguirre. Working it back to Da, wearing the captain's band for the Badgers today. Long diagonal ball. Shalom tries to get it in across into the corner it goes. They're going to work it back out to Neuse. Souza in the back. Izaguirre. Sends into the corner. Al-Nakshali tries to get it in across, and he's bumped into the boards, and that's going to be a foul. Right outside the box on that corner there. Al-Nakshali led Detroit with 3 goals in that loss against Kalamazoo. A dangerous attacking threat. Free kick in across is driven at the near post and saved and held by Foy. An awkward position for that free kick. Al Nakshali just tried to rip it in at the near post, and Foy was able to get on top of it. Sent away to the top, trying to get it into the feet of Fox. Instead, it's intercepted. Now they'll play to feet the other way. Al Nakshali in the middle. All the way out to Neuse on the near side. Neuse, little ball inside, back out. Al Nakshali shoots. It's over the bar. Otterbein picks it up for West Michigan. Under pressure in the corner. Tries to get it. Ooh, plays a dangerous ball across the face of his own goal. Settled by Powers. Lofted ball. It's a good ball. And Nda comes out of his box. He's an aggressive goalkeeper. He's going to carry it out to Izaguirre in the middle. And Badgers will reset. 3rd minute of the first. No score between Detroit and West Michigan in this MASL 3 showdown. In the middle, Andrew Van Palen, who's just checked in. Luan Gargioli getting his first action in a Badgers shirt. Van Palen working the near side, tries to cut it back in across, sets it up at the top. Gargioli shoots and scores! Luan Gargioli! The assist from Andrew Van Palen. And with 12:23 to go in the first, Badgers are up 1-0. A sparkling beginning for Detroit. They were down 3-0 at the end of one against Kalamazoo a week ago. So they were looking for a stronger start in this one, and so far so good. Ali Habhab scored the opener last week for Detroit. On the outside, the shot, and Zidane off the bar, and somehow that didn't go in. An appeal from the bench. The officials don't agree. George Phillip trying to win it for Detroit. A lot of traffic on the near boards. Headed down in the middle and touched outside by Bailly Gay. Back in the middle to Gay. Tries to touch past the defender. On the right side, shoots off the board. Settled at the top of the box. Back outside to Gay. Swings at it and misses. Was trying to swing it in across. And now here come West Michigan in the other direction. They'll settle the ball in the back. 11:30 to go in the first. Detroit 1, West Michigan 0. Grounded ball in the middle. Aaron Wamner ahead in the middle and tripped up and fouled on the edge of the box. There'll be a free kick to West Michigan. It was Luke Anderson. Now Detroit will have to set up a wall. 3-man wall, Don directing traffic. They're going to get it in quickly. The shot right off the wall from Charles Halt. Back to Mansfield. Mansfield touches it back into Halt, tries to get it across. It's hit up in the air off the far boards, trying to get it clear is Zidane. In the middle, Gay. Near side, Phillip. All the way across, they might have something here. Tries to cut it back inside, Habhab. Habhab took a little too much time, and Mansfield was able to catch him and dispossess him. Plays it on the outside. Taken away by Gay, back to the top. Nda will set it up. Gay tries to drive into the space. Across Habhab. Diagonal ball into the box, and it's spilled by Foy. Mustafa Mary in his first action with the Badgers in this MASL campaign. Applying the pressure, wins the ball in midfield. Over to Habhab, 10.5 to go in the first. Habhab, little step over, setting himself up, the shot, it's wide. Back to the top. Mary settles it. Grounded ball, Gargiola again! Could not have asked for a better start. A pair of goals for Gargioli on his debut. $10:19 to go in the first. It's an outstanding start for Detroit. Otterbein works back to his keeper. Foy lofted ball deep. Settled by Cody Ebene. Ebene tries to poke it to the near corner with the outside of his foot. It's blocked by Nda, his first save of the game. Under pressure in their own half. Trying to get it along the boards on the far side. João Coutinho. In the middle is Aguirre. Cushino has a go. Far post, it's just wide. Trying to clean it up as El Nakshali. El Nakshali carries it in, shoots at the left, it's blocked. Settled by Cushino. Neuse. All the way back across is Aguirre. You see Nda there at midfield. He's going to offer support in the attack as well. It's something he does. Ball into the middle, finds it his way to Cushino. Back out, and the shot from distance from Neuse is well off target. 9 minutes, 11 seconds to go in this first quarter. 2-0 Detroit. Ball played down the line into the middle. Lifted on by Drake Fox. On the outside, Powers trying to settle it. Trying to work it along the boards, but he's double teamed as Aguirre takes it from him. Is Aguirre moving with it? Under 9 to go in the first, along the right side. Gets past the sliding challenge. He's got El Nakshali in the middle. Tries to poke it to the near post. It's stopped by Foy. 8:40 to go in the first. Detroit 2, West Michigan 0. In the middle to Ebene. Back into the defense. This is Otterbein. Lofted ball ahead, trying to find Fox, but it's headed away. Settled on the outside by Halt, and it's up and into the netting. It'll be a free kick to Detroit with 8:14 to go in the first. Is Aguirre in the middle. Phillip has lots of space, now works outside. Neuse down the line, knocked down by Halt. Neuse tries to get back to it. A big coming together at the boards. And that will be a foul. Is Aguirre. On the outside, down the line. Trying to cut it back inside. The shot is blocked. The attempt by Cushino. The loose ball's picked up and shot again by Souza. Blocked and cleared into the netting above. We'll have a free kick on the line. 7:43 to go in the first. We'll have our first quarter timeout. 7:43 to go in the first. Detroit 2, West Michigan 0. Detroit couldn't be much happier with how this one has begun for them. They've been in control of the pace of play and had the majority of the opportunities. We'll take a quick break and come right back. You're watching Detroit Badgers FC live on Twitch. .43 to go in this first quarter as we resume action from Toka East. George Phillip will stand over the ball here. Free kick to Detroit. Plays it out, and they'll work it back to the top. The shot from distance is blocked. Attempt by Gargioli, seeking the hat trick in the first period. Luke Anderson in on the block. Down the line, Mansfield tries to carry it through. Trying to center that is Jaden Bialik. Taken away by Detroit. Here they come through the middle. Baige touches it along, tries to give chase to it. It's a little much. And Foy will scoop it up on the edge of his box. Foy, it's a good ball down the middle into Wamner. He works it back to the captain, Mansfield. Centered to Anderson. Back into the defense. Long diagonal ball intended for Wamner. Nda out of his box to deal with it. Plays down the line. They work it into Phillip. Phillip down the line. Zeiden. Grounded ball outside. Shot from distance is deflected wide into the corner. Mansfield under pressure there from Phillip, tries to spin out of it back into his own box, and Foy has to clear away dangerous stuff there in their own box for West Michigan. 6.5 to go in the first. Trying to work it down the wing. It's stolen from them in the corner. Trying to drive it in. The shot is just poked wide. That's a good stop from Foy. Along the near boards, taken away by Anderson, back into the middle. Charles Halt. Outside. Oh, it's strong tackle there from Van Palen to win the ball back. Cuts it back inside. Van Palen has some space, and he's tripped up a bit from behind. Stays the course, and instead of playing advantage, they'll blow it dead and bring it back. 6:01 to go in the first. It'll be a free kick to Detroit. Good work there by Van Palen, not only to win the ball, but to move into the middle, create the chance. Ball into the box, touched back out where it came from. Outside Mansfield under pressure from Mary. Taken away, work back to the top. The shot is high and wide. Joao Cucino. .540 to go in the first. Detroit 2, West Michigan 0. On the outside, Zeiden works back into his own box. Nda. Down the line looking for Gay, goes back to Nda. Gay down the line. Into the feet of Mary. Outside was looking for him, making the run on the outside. It's taken away. West Michigan going to try to counter too far ahead of Jaden Bialik. Nda picks it up. Habhab in the middle. Gay. Back to the feet of Habhab. Outside, Mary. Good tackle by Otterbein. Otterbein drives in. Tries to cut it back. Couldn't hold it. Ali Zeiden. Back to Gay. Try to work it across. Taken away by Mansfield. Under 5 to go in the first. Zeiden. Back into the box. Nda out to Gay. Across the way, Habhab. Down the line, Mary settles it. Good ball back to Habhab, who's going to drive it and tries to play across. Was looking for Gargioli on the outside, and now West Michigan going to try to move in the other direction with 4.5 to go in the first. They will instead retreat and set up the attack from the back. It was a really nice run by Gargioli, and almost a brilliant ball to him. Could have very well made it 3-0 in this first. 4.25 to go. As it stands, 2-0 to Badgers. Otterbein slips a bit, manages to get back up and keep possession. Back over to Halt. Down the line and leaving it is Wamner into the corner, looking for the ball in across. Nda comes out and gets a piece of it. They'll send it high across the face of goal. Habhab in his own end. On the ground to Gay. Long diagonal ball ahead, and that's well settled by Souza. Khaled Souza! No, just wide. It was a great look at a great diagonal ball from Ali Habhab. Couldn't have sent it any better. 3.5 to go in the first, 2-0 the score. Foy. Ebene. Halt. Being patient, grounded ball in the middle, immediately attracts the defenders. Trying to play a 1-2 back and across. Ebene has a shot and did not hit it cleanly at all. That's the best look they've had so far. Could have been 2-1 if he had hit it as well as he wanted to. On the outside, Al Nakshali tries to send it in. That's well defended by Drake Fox. Al Nakshali coming together in a foul. They will get Al Nakshali for it. Luke Anderson will enter for Rath, placing Ebene. 2:58 to go in the first, and the foul was on West Michigan, I believe, so it will be a Detroit free kick by Ige over there in the corner. Grounded ball, we have a whistle and a stoppage. They're gonna say he took too long. You only have 4 seconds once the referee signals ready for play to get the ball back into play. It's one of the tenets of indoor soccer. They want to keep the game moving as quickly as possible. Down the line, Powers. Into the middle, Fox. Spins away from Al Nakshali, back to the defense. 2:40 to go in the first, 2-0 Detroit. Robert Otterbein tees it up and sends it in, looking for something in the front. Bikes it to himself. Flicked up in the air, couldn't finish it. Luke Anderson flicked it up into the air and tried to go back over the head. Coming together along the near boards. Referees don't call it. And a nice little spin move there by Souza to get free. They got numbers 3-on-2. Souza leading the charge. Souza into the middle. Gay blocked. And Foy falls on it. 2:08 to go. Want to go back to that chance from Anderson there. Received the ball, flicked it up into the air, tried to go back over his own head with it. Would have been some Sports Center stuff had he been able to pull it off. Under 2 to go, ball into the middle is intercepted and turned away. Is Aguirre. On the outside, Luke Anderson. Back to the top, Halt. Across Mansfield on the near side. Halt. Down the line, Fox into the boards. Back to Izaguirre, turns back towards his own net, back to his keeper, Nda, 1:27 to go. Nda gets shouldered off the ball as he's clearing it. Not a great clearance. West Michigan back in it. They're going to play on in the corner through the contact, trying to center it. Taken away by Souza. Worked outside. Kashino stops, turns, back into Izaguirre. And all the way back to Nda. 1:05 left in the quarter. Ball into the middle, lots of space for Phillip to move. Phillip tries to get it ahead. Kashino gets a piece of it. All the way outside it goes. Souza trying to settle it, get it in across Mansfield. They drop it off the shot, and a goal! Eduardo Neuse! In the final minute of the first. His first goal in a Badgers shirt in this MASL 3 season. 3-0 to the good. And Detroit will enter the first break extremely happy with how this quarter's gone. Maybe even a little happier here. Andrew Van Palen. And a good piece of defending from Ryan Foy coming out of his box to deal with it. 31 seconds now. It'll be a free kick from the line. They're going to get in quickly, and Mary tries to shoot quickly. Outside, Shalom shoots, knocked down by Foy. Back out to the top, 24 seconds. Zayden, Mary, cuts it back inside, creates some space, the shot just over the bar. 15 seconds to go. Back out to Van Palen, facing his own goal, gives back to Nda, 10 seconds. Outside, Mary in the middle, trying to flick it on to Mary in the corner. Foy is out to deal with it. Off the boards, and that should take us to the end of the first. Excellent first quarter for Detroit. We'll take a quick break and come back for the second. Detroit 3, West Michigan 0. You're watching Detroit Badgers FC live on Twitch. Welcome back to Tahoka East. Second quarter action about to resume. The two teams will change sides. Detroit Badgers 3, West Michigan Wrath 0. A great start for the Badgers. Also, just a housekeeping note, that is still Ryan Foy in the West Michigan goal. He has switched to a different color keeper kit. Detroit moving left to right across your screen in this second quarter. Neuse, Souza. We'll see how Detroit approaches this second frame. Some teams will rest on their laurels a bit, play a little more cautiously, but what got you here was this aggressive attacking play. We'll see if they keep it going. It looks like they will. El Nakshali now tries to center it. Shalom dribbles, works it, shoots, blocked by Foy, and cleared. Souza at the top of the zone, tries to work it down into the corner. The shot at the far post, it's wide. Neuse tries to pick it back up. They send it back and across, and it's cleared. Drake Fox trying to turn it up the other way for West Michigan. Sent it from high and deep. It's just wide. Might have had the beating of Nda there if he could have put it on frame. An aggressive attempt. Not a bad decision at all. The finish just a bit wide. Under 14 to go in the second. Detroit 3, West Michigan 0. High, deep, corner-to-corner pass, trying to get it into Neuse on the run, settled by Fox. Pass in back across is interrupted by Shalom and cleared back to the top by West Michigan. Anderson, under pressure, gives it back to Mansfield. Diagonal ball ahead, Bialik in the corner. Under pressure from Izaguirre, we're going to have a whistle. Free kick for Detroit. They're going to get it in quickly. West Michigan trying to get changes on. As will Badgers. Across to Neuse. Over midfield. Has some space. Souza. It's effectively 5-on-4. As West Michigan leaving an attack all the way up. That pass across. Izaguirre tries to settle and shoot. It's blocked by Foy. That's a good cross. And a good look from Izaguirre. Khaled Souza is disrupted as he tries to work the ball back into the middle. Ball cleared out and a free kick. But we have a stoppage here. West Michigan, an injury. Drake Fox comes up a little limp. And he will be subbed off. Aaron Wamner will take his place. Gay and Zaiden back in for the Badgers. And look at where Noldis Nda is. He's the goalkeeper, and he's all the way up near the penalty line. Touched outside and set back into Gay, whose shot is blocked. Back into the corner. Back to the top. Hab. And they'll work it back to Nda. Gay. Working the ball at the back line. And that ball is offline, intended for Nda. Now Nda has to go back and get it. Plays a diagonal ball to feet, and they might be out here. That pass defeated two defenders. Now they're going to send it back in across. Hab settles it back in for Gay. Back to Hab, the shot, wide. Otterbein under pressure in the corner, trying to spin out of it. Van Palen is there on the defense, and we have a whistle. 12:10 to go. Mansfield and Otterbein, the defenders, playing back and forth. Mansfield, oh, that's wide open and saved by Nda. They just left Aaron Wamner making a run into the top of the box and a nice header, but Nda is there to make the stop. Just a blown assignment defensively. Almost gives West Michigan their first goal. Van Palen will shoot and score at the near post. Detroit convert defense into attack so quickly there. Cuscino on the assist. Van Palen's first goal of the campaign. And Detroit's lead is extended to 4. 11:38 to go in the first half. all Detroit all the time in this one. Neuse, Phillip, he's tripped up. They're going to get it back in quickly. Neuse. Back to Izaguirre. Carrying it outside, Cuscino cuts it back now. Into the middle, back to Izaguirre. Izaguirre on the outside, Souza. Back to Phillip. Compressed defensive posture from West Michigan here. Sent in, trying to look for the incisive ball. Foy gets a touch on it outside. West Michigan back in possession, here they come. Trying to touch it around and go is Ebene, but it's poked away from him. Nda back to it, Izaguirre. Into the middle. Cuscino, and he's bumped into the boards by Otterbein. It'll be foul. Izaguirre. Souza. Neuse into the middle. Taken away after the tackle by Mansfield. Storm Powers on the ball. Powers works down the left wing. That pass intercepted. Souza down the line. And it's a free run for Cuscino. Cuscino shoots. It's blocked by Foy. Mansfield trying to get it out. Taken away, and the shot from the corner by Phillip is wide. A tight angle in there at the corner. 10-10 to go in the second. West Michigan back in possession. All the way across. Powers tries to send the diagonal ball back across, but it's intercepted. Izaguirre going to lead the charge. Izaguirre dribbles past the defender on the outside. Working on Mansfield, cuts it back in and shoots, and almost stuck that in at the near post, but Foy gets his hand on it. 9:45 to go. Mansfield, diagonal ball to Powers. Powers almost created some space for himself, but a last-ditch tackle by Shalom. Back in the middle is Aguirre. Shalom. Shalom works it down into the corner. The shot from Al Nakshali is blocked off the boards. Coming the other way, West Michigan, they might have a run here. Looking for the ball across to Wamner. It's behind him. Wamner has to go get it. Being defended by Izaguirre in the corner. Wamner tries to play back along the boards. Little 1-2 back into the middle, taken away by Souza. Souza gonna dribble it free. Still moving into that space. Gonna shoot it himself. It's saved by Foy. Launching it on ahead quickly, flicked on into the feet of Nda. Nda plays that one ahead. It's lost. Coming the other way. Bialik shoots. It's blocked by Nda. Van Palen. Al Nakshali. All the way over the top. Zaiden trying to corral it. Otterbein in there on the defense. Gets it away from him. Centered. Stolen by Gay. Over the line. Drives it in. Thinking about it. Blocked. Back to Gargioli. Back into Gay on the outside now. 8:21 to go in the second quarter. And Gay works it back out to Nda at the top. Gay. Back across Al Nakshali. In the middle, Zaiden back to Al Nakshali. 8 minutes to go in the quarter. Tries to work it down the left wing. It's taken away by the double team coming the other way. Drake Fox. Fox over the line. Touches outside. The shot. It's off the ball, or it's off the post rather. Nda got a little piece of it. So I believe it will be a corner to West Michigan when we return from this break. 7:52 to go in the second. Badgers 4, Rath 0. You're watching Detroit Badgers FC live on Twitch. Welcome back to Toka East, resuming play with a free kick from the line for West Michigan. Or, excuse me, from Detroit, my mistake. Last touch was by West Michigan on that last exchange. I thought it was off of Detroit. Long ball ahead, finds its way through to Foy, who has to clear it. It's settled in the midfield by Van Palen. He's got a defender on his hip, shoots and scores! Somehow kept his balance through all of that, and he's got two. Right out of the timeout. A brace for Van Palen, 5 for the Badgers. Drake Fox shoots from distance, that's well off. Trying to move it along the boards is Ebene. Cleared to the outside to Phillip. Phillip lost it. Anderson trying to get a poke on it, but back to Mary it goes. They'll reset the attack, 7:10 to go. Mary, under some pressure from Fox, spins away from him. Little chip ball ahead, and Neuse has a run. Neuse is in on goal, has a shot. It's blocked by Foy and saved. He had the runner on the near side, did not see Joao Cushino. Under 7 to go. West Michigan dodges one there. That clearance is blocked by Cushino. And now Detroit might be right back in here. Phillip. Outside to Souza. They work into the corner. Cushino trying to turn with it. Turns it inside. The shot at the near post is blocked. Phillip back there to pick it up. Back to Mary. Mary, that pass offline for him. Taken away by Ebene. They're going to send it on ahead. Souza heads it back into play. They're leaving Drake Fox way up in the formation. It's effectively 5-on-4 when Detroit are in attack. Unless they decide to leave someone back to deal with him, which they only have sort of in name. That's giving Detroit some extra space in the attack as well. Mary. Now Fox will retreat behind the ball to help out in defense. But that ball is lost in the box. Turned around and shot Souza, knocked up in the air and saved by Foy. West Michigan looked like they had a clearance on, but Souza able to win it back and creates a chance. Under 6 to go in the second. Ball down the line, back into the defense for Rath. At the feet of Charles Holt. Outside and down the line. Into the corner, giving chase his Powers. Plays it off the board. A clever ball backing across to Fox, and it's blocked. Fox's shot was blocked the first time, and then it got blocked again. But the last touch was by Fox, they're going to say, in a goal kick. Jason Lewis in the game now for Detroit, replacing Nelvis Da. His first run in goal this season for Detroit, the co-captain. Along the boards, trying to catch up to it is Cushino, and he's pushed down by Ebene. .508 to go in the second. A whole change here for Detroit. Brand new lineup. Shalom will get the free kick in. Back to Zaguire, whose shot is wide. Al-Nakshali in the far corner. Under pressure. Flicked up in the air, Mansfield coming together, and they're going to say Al-Nakshali was the one who brought Mansfield down, so it'll be a free kick to West Michigan. Into the middle, Wamner. Wamner back to his goalkeeper. Foy just clears it away. Ziden under immediate pressure from Fox, who takes it from him. Fox tries to drive and cross and shoots and scores. Drake Fox, making his own money, gets the takeaway deep in Detroit territory. I don't know if Ziden saw him, worked it back in towards his own net. Fox took advantage, took it off him, dribbled past Jason Lewis and scored. And with 4:43 to go in the second, West Michigan have drawn one back. Fox again on the outside. Tries to dribble past Souza. Souza not letting him get any space as Lewis scoops it up in his own box. Into the middle, Hab. Pretty casual here from Detroit at the moment. Diagonal ball is over Hab and out of play. Free kick for West Michigan. They've started the climb back. They've scored their first. They trail 5-1. Lofted ball into the corner. Ricochets back into the middle. Touched out to Gay. Under 4 to play in the second. Gay works across. Ball into the feet of Hab. Working it all the way back. Souza. Gay off the boards down the line. And cleared back where it came from. But a whistle and a free kick. I think they chose to play advantage off of that trip in front of the Detroit bench. 3:38 to play in the second. 5-1 Detroit. Gay in the middle, Souza. Back to Gay. Worked into the middle, Van Palen, Gay. Back to the top. Souza shoots just wide. Again from Van Palen, blocked by Foy. Out to the near side, Mansfield carrying it forward, sends it along, looking for Bialik in the corner. Sliding challenge and a whistle, and they didn't like that at all. Not the best of challenges from Souza. It's just going to be the whistle, nothing more. Mansfield sends it all the way across. Wamner tries to get it back into the middle, taken away by Detroit. Trying to get it ahead is Souza, and he does. 3 minutes to go. They might have something here. Sends it all the way ahead. Van Palen, lots of room on the right side. Tries to cut it back, settles it. Has a defender in his way now. Sends across. The shot is well over. That's, I believe, Ali Hab on the attempt. And he's going to wish he could have had that one back. A good look there at goal. Couldn't do anything with it. Under 3 to play. Lewis scoops up the through ball and sends it back. 2:40 to go. Hab cuts it back in across. Drives into the space. Sends it back across Van Palen to the near side. Van Palen back to goal. Turns and faces. Back across to the top, and a good sliding touch by Ebene to get a piece of it. Excuse me, by Bialik rather. Hab, 2:25 to go. Cuts it inside. Tries to get inside of Mansfield. Works outside to Ziden instead. And Ziden all the way back up to the top. Little 1-2 into the middle. Pass off line. Coming the other way, West Michigan. Sent high and deep. And they're going to say it caught just a tiny bit of that netting. So it'll be a free kick for Badgers with 2:06 to go. They'll make their changes now. And because of where that kick came from, it's not where the ball touches the net, it's where the ball is struck before it touches the net. So a free kick up at the line for Detroit. Mary back near the center circle. Neuse back to Mary. Detroit being very patient here, leading 5-1. Down the wing on the far side, Mary tries to cut it back in, thinks about it, stops, turns at the arc, and drops it back off for Ziden. Ziden outside, Phillip off the board, trying to free up something in the middle, but Foy is able to get to it. 90 seconds remain in the half. Mansfield will carry it. Back across to Otterbein. Down the boards. A little long, intended for Wamner. Gets all the way into the defense. Neuse. Grounded ball, Phillip. Sends it ahead. That's Cuscino in space. Cuscino splits the defenders, and he's stopped from behind by Mansfield. That's a great tackle. Under a minute to go. Mary dribbles through into the space. Tries to touch it outside to Phillip, and Phillip will reset it back to Neuse. Back to Phillip. Under 50 seconds. Phillip dribbles in, gets free of the defense, and shoots it. It's blocked by Foy. Mary. Phillip gets tripped up. Fighting for possession near the line, turned away. Mary gets a piece of it. Back to Neuse and a foul on Mary with 30 seconds left. It'll be a free kick for West Michigan. Maybe one more chance for a push here before the break. Out to Mansfield. Long ball sent in. Neuse heads it right back where it came from. Settled by Cuscino. Tries to get it into the middle looking for looking for Silza rather. Ball ahead is taken away by Neuse, and he's going to dribble into the space. 10 seconds. Neuse sends it outside. Phillip, maybe one more chance. Has a shot. Blocked. Back to the top of the box. 5 seconds. Neuse tries to win it back, but that's going to take us to the end of the first half. 5-1 Detroit. An excellent first half. They'll be very happy with how they played in the first half hour. We got 30 more minutes coming up after this 15-minute break. You're watching Detroit Badgers FC live on Twitch. to Toka East in Novi. Second half action about to get underway. Detroit 5, West Michigan 1. A fantastic first half for the Badgers. They'll be very happy with how it went. But you still got to take care of business. You still got a whole other half to play, and a lot can happen in 30 minutes of action in an indoor soccer game for sure. Both teams looking for their first wins in the league this season. We'll get back underway. West Michigan moving left to right across your screen in the orange. Detroit right to left in the blue. Into the feet of Bialik. Turns back to Halt. Diagonal ball ahead. Left off by Bialik. Chasing after it is Mansfield. It's settled back into Nda, who's back in the net for Detroit to start the second half. Trying to get it out. They'll send it to the near side. Noose all the way in the back. Works it up. Now outside Al-Nakshali. Patient build up here outside to Khaled Souza. Souza drives into the space. Souza stopped. Good tackle from Halt. Taken away by Drake Fox, the goal scorer for Rath. 14 minutes to go. Back to Mansfield. Grounded ball ahead into the feet of Bialik. Back to Mansfield. Outside to Halt, tries to send it in. Looking for the shot at the top of the zone is Ebene. It goes wide. Al-Nakshali sent along the boards. Shalom into the middle is Aguirre. Back out to Shalom. Trying to tee up, sends it in across. No, it's Aguirre. Couldn't get to it, but we have a whistle. Aguirre went to ground to try to save it, and he's being talked to by the official. I think the official didn't want him doing that. Let's see what the referee's going to do here. Well, the action is still down here. And apparently he's given a penalty to Detroit. I think Aguirre, he's going to say Aguirre was brought down rather than sliding down. Couldn't tell very well from my angle. I didn't see it very well. So Aguirre is now going to have a penalty from the top of the arc. It's going to be Al-Nakshali who takes it and scores. 13:35 to go. Badgers will add another to the tally. So penalty was given on West Michigan in the box, and because it was denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity in the opinion of the official, it results in a penalty from the top of the arc that Al-Nakshali finished very coolly to the bottom corner. That's his fourth goal of the campaign after scoring his hat trick last week against Kalamazoo. The score is now 6-1 Detroit, 13:20 to go. Outside and down the line. Oh, there's some space now. Driving into the space. The shot from Habhab. No, he's going to play it across to Van Palen instead, who turns and shoots at a great block from the ground by, I believe, Bialik is the one who got there. We're going to have a whistle again. This time it will be Rath in possession and a free kick for them. Back to Mansfield, under 13 to go in the third. 6-1 Detroit in front. As they try to salt away the first win in team history in MASL 3. Phillip back to his keeper after the long ball was turned aside. That's a good touch down the line from Zaiden to try to get free, and he is sent to ground. It'll be a free kick, presumably to Detroit. be Detroit's free kick. Gay. Into the space, Ziden. Poked away from him off the boards and collected by Foy. Thrown over the top to Fox, who tries to get away, but good stop by Gay. Gay works in the middle. Shoots, blocked by Mansfield. Back into the middle, touched ahead. Got some space, and Da has to come out to it. And Da clubs together with the attacker. He is down on the ground. Fox has the ball, plays down the boards. And Detroit still dribbling around with it, and finally they'll blow it dead as Nda is still down. After crashing into Luke Anderson. You don't see the goalkeeper down very often, and the fact that he stayed down despite the fact the play was happening around him should indicate that it's a notable knock, whatever it is. He's been helped to his feet now as Jason Lewis prepares to enter in his place, and he will be subbed off. He has to be subbed off. The game was stopped for him. Walking off under his own power, a little limp, but appears to be by and large okay. He will have a seat on the bench and immediately going to get some ice on that right knee. So it'll be a drop ball. Detroit was in possession when the whistle was blown. Into the middle, Gay. Cuts it back, leaves it off for Ziden. Ziden shoots from distance, and that's high and wide. With 11:43 to go in the third. Grounded ball ahead into the feet of Anderson. Anderson held up there by the defense. Taken away by Gay through the middle. Ziden back over to Gay. Gay has some space, turns and shoots. Off the board and knocked up into the air and out of play. It'll be West Michigan ball. Good work by Foy. They're going to throw it on quickly, looking for Luke Anderson. Anderson being defended by Phillip there. Fighting for it over there on the near side. Phillip will send Anderson to the ground, and a free kick incoming. 11:13 to go in the third. Otterbein gets it in quickly and scores! They didn't waste any time. The whistle blew. Detroit was not ready for it. Bottom corner, and Otterbein has brought West Michigan back within 4 again. The whistle blew. Detroit didn't have a wall. Jason Lewis was out of position. And Otterbein just took his chance right away and put it in. So West Michigan 2, Detroit 6. So plenty of time. Jason Lewis trying to hold on to this win for his side as Melvis Nda is no longer in after being injured. He's now standing over on the bench. You can probably see him in your frame when the camera pans back over to the Detroit bench, but he is not active yet. So we'll see if he returns to the game. For now, it's Jason Lewis's responsibility. 10:40 to go. West Michigan in their own half. Charles Holt. Otterbein tries to play Holt into space. Is Aguirre there to defend? Holt down the boards. Back to Holt. Tries to cut it back into the middle, looking for some space. As Aguirre denying him that space. They play it on down the boards, and it's too long. Neuse takes it away in the corner. Neuse under pressure. Gives it up to Souza. He's going to work it down the boards, dribbling into the space. Souza stops into the middle. Is Aguirre at the line? thinking about it, touches outside, cuts it back in for the shot. Foy gets two hands on it, blocks it. Loose, picked up by Izaguirre again. He's got some space, shoots at the left, it's over. 10:13 to go. Detroit still with the majority of the opportunities here in this second half. Ball in the middle is stolen, coming the other way, Al Nakshali. On the outside, Shalom over the line, into the corner, Al Nakshali. Touches it onto the left foot, tries to get it in across, it's blocked and out into midfield. Aaron Wamner tries to carry it. Plays it all the way back into his own end, Charles Halt. Halt lifts into the corner, headed ahead, and cleared out. Bialik on the attempt, coming the other way, Neuse. Al Nakshali sends it on into the corner, but Foy intercepts the through ball. 9:20 to go. Changes on for West Michigan. And you wonder how those limited substitutions are going to affect them as the second half wears on. That's a good little piece from Ebene to work into the box, the shot, and he's blocked down at the edge of the box. And now Jason Lewis is down holding an ankle. Now Nelvison Da is going to go back in for Detroit. And we'll see what the call is in all of this. I think it's a infraction on Detroit, yes, but what will the officials reward West Michigan with as Lewis is down and in pain, clutching that right ankle. You can hear Lewis from over here on the sideline. He is clearly in a great deal of pain. So apparently Nelvison Da is not eligible to return to play just yet. And I think that's going to be Mustafa Al Nakshali who's going to have to go in as goalkeeper for Detroit. Because Nda is not allowed to return yet. He has to sit out for at least 2 minutes if he leaves the game with an injury. Lewis is still down and being tended to now by Mario Cicluna. You may know him from Waza FC. Waza and Detroit Badgers work very closely together. And now the officials are coming out, lots of conversation going on as Lewis is still seated, and now they're going to help him to his feet. And we'll see how much weight he puts on that ankle. And the answer is not much. Barely any weight at all on that right ankle as he's being led to the bench. Jason Lewis, a passionate team captain, commands a lot of respect from his teammates. Was in to replace the injured Nelvison Da. Now he himself has picked up an injury to his ankle, and he is still in obvious pain as he exits the playing surface. Being applauded as he's helped off. They've got a seat prepared for him. And he will have that seat as he gets that right ankle looked at. The penalty on the field, back to the action, is taken by Charles Halt and buried in the bottom corner. Seems a bit anticlimactic after all that. So Nelvison Da can return to action in a few seconds Kickoff back to Neuse. They'll watch these seconds tick away, and then they're going to send Nda out there as soon as they possibly can. Keeper doesn't even have gloves. I still think that's Mustafa Al-Nakshali. He turned his jersey inside out just so that he could go in as a goalkeeper. And now he is off and Nda is back in. And a whistle. Neuse, the guilty party. 8:35 to go, and now you're starting to see some tempers. 6-3 the score. West Michigan not out of this, not by a long shot. And Holt just mishits that one up into the netting. 8:32 to go in the third. Through the middle, this is Gay. Outside was looking for Ziden, but Ziden hit the deck, slipped on the turf. Ball in across, great ball in! Gay moves past the keeper into the corner. Shoots, blocked by Foy, straight up into the air, and off the netting, it'll be a free kick. A great ball into Gay, but Foy makes an impressive stop. And they're gonna say that it was last. And it is going to be a Detroit free kick. For a second, it looked like it might have been a West Michigan free kick. Gay gonna run up and take it quickly. Got Van Palen at the edge of the box, couldn't score it. The putback, the overhead kick from the edge of the box is just high. Rebound back down to Gay. Gay tries to leave it off for Cucino, whose shot just went high. And now coming the other way is Drake Fox, and he's knocked down. 7:54 to go. And a free kick for West Michigan now. Jason Lewis, seated with ice on his ankle, still imploring his guys to keep their composure. Can't lose your head. That's how you lose a lead. 7:54 to go in the third. 6-3 Detroit in front. Back to Mansfield. Flicks it on into the corner, and giving chase is Holt. Shot from that side is easily collected by Nda. He rolls it out to his defense. 7:38 to go. Working along the boards, Cucino gets free. Cucino has the space, gets it across. There's no one there making the run. Mansfield gets it ahead to Bialik. Back into the middle. Mansfield back in to Bialik on the near side. Bialik shoots from distance, that's wide. Little static from West Michigan during that move, but that pass is given away. Bialik shoots, and he's disrupted from behind. It goes up into the netting. We'll see who they say touched it last. Detroit arguing that it was Bialik. Bialik and West Michigan arguing that Van Palen was the one who hit it, and West Michigan will win the argument. 7:02. They're going to get it in quickly, immediately. Kind of a half wall set up, but Nda's able to get a piece of it. With the disagreement about the call, when the call is made and the referees are blowing these whistles quickly, they're getting the ball back into play. Teams aren't prepared. That's the second time Detroit's been caught out without a real wall in a free kick situation. The first time it was a goal. 6-3 the score, 6:35 to go. Down the line, Van Palen in the corner, works it in across, nice move to stay free. Centers the ball, and there's no one in the box. Not a soul in there for him. That ball cleared away, and Nda comes out to it, and it hits him in the belly. Drake Fox tried to get it ahead, and maybe poke it past him. And Nda has to kind of make a save without touching it with his hands all the way outside of his zone. Mansfield tries to work it ahead. Turned over, Ziden lost it back to Mansfield, poked up in the air in the middle. Trying to settle it into the feet of Gay. Mansfield's there, takes it away from him. Tries to pass outside to Wamner. Taken away by Cucino. Spins away looking for some space in his own half. Gives it up to Souza. Near side Al-Nakshali. Tries to work past Mansfield, and a whistle. And a timeout. 5:44 to go in the third. We'll take a quick break and come back. Detroit 6, West Michigan 3. You're watching Detroit Badgers FC live on Twitch. In a development that is both good but also unsurprising, Jason Lewis is back on his feet. He's one tough cookie. He's still limping around, but he is going to kind of tough it out, standing over there on the sideline as Detroit tries to work this ball back into the box immediately coming out of the timeout. Taken away by West Michigan and just cleared. And Da comes out, controls it on the chest. Good grounded ball in the middle, Al-Nakshali. Al-Nakshali on the outside, Neuse. Back to Phillip in the middle. Good touch by Izaguirre to get past the defense. On the outside, Shalom centered and cleared away by Ebene. 5 minutes to go in the third. Fox tries to skip away from Izaguirre, gets it down the line. Ebene looking to get it in across. The shot is knocked down and cleared. Coming the other way, Detroit, 2-on-2. Al-Nakshali being defended closely by Mansfield. Mansfield putting a body on him, not giving him any space at all. Al-Nakshali able to finally work his way back and get it ahead to Shalom. Nice move past the defender. Shalom in the corner. Shalom trying to get it into the corner. They put it in across. It's knocked down. Back outside. Taken away by Ebene. Ebene in the corner. And we got a whistle. Drake Fox is bleeding from his elbow, so he has to step out and get that covered, get that cleaned up before he's allowed to return. It'll be a foul on West Michigan in that far corner. They get it in quickly. Gay, outside Neuse, works it down into the corner. The shot is blocked by Foy. Back to Neuse. Shot is high and wide from Phillip. Just awkwardly stabbed at it. Didn't get around it the way he would have wanted. Four minutes to go in the third. Ryan Foy, long ball ahead into the feet of Luke Anderson, but he couldn't corral it, couldn't get one on frame. And able to get it free ahead to Van Palen. Van Palen gets tripped up, keeps his possession somehow. Storm Powers in on the defense. Luke Anderson takes it back as Van Palen hits the deck again. 3:30 to go. Long ball in front, Wamner, and too far for him, and Da comes out to play it. Now the goalkeeper's way out of his goal, trying to dribble it out of there. Back to him. Good ball into the middle from Habhab. Dribbling through is Phillip. Phillip touches outside. He's knocked to ground. Neuse keeps the play alive. Neuse with the left. Back to Phillip. Back heels it in across. Van Palen gets tripped up again. Coming the other way, West Michigan. No call again. Long ball ahead looking for Wamner on the run. And Da comes out and plays it. 3 minutes to go. Neuse on the ball. Detroit trying to work out their substitutes here while Neuse just kind of works the ball through the defensive area on to Ziden on the near side. Ziden works through past the defender, works it in, pokes it towards the goal. The second effort is also stopped. Foy rolls it out quickly. 2.5 to go in the third. Holt. Long grounded ball goes all the way through. Izaguirre has it at his own line. Back to his keeper, 2:20 to go. Cushino, lots of space in the middle. Don't want to give him too much space. Cushino is shoved off the ball by Powers. Powers coming the other way. Cushino comes sliding in from behind and misses him. Ball ahead into Wamner. The shot again from Powers on the second effort is good. It's 6-4. .207 to go in the third, and not over yet. Detroit's only goal this third quarter came on a penalty. They were up 5-1 at the break. That lead's been cut in half. 2:07 to go in the third. Across to Gay. Gay through ball. Foy comes out of his box to collect it. Outside to Mansfield. Mansfield trying to defend it there. Al-Nakshali to Gay. Back into the middle. Phillip ahead. Al-Nakshali into the middle. Gay maybe. The keeper's on the ground and blocked. Otterbein just getting in front of it to deny what would have otherwise been an open goal look for Bayi Gay. And a whistle and a foul. As Souza was trying to dribble through, Bialik was holding him. 1:28 left in the period. Shalom. Back to Souza, into the middle, Gay. Outside to Shalom. At the line, Shalom sends it in a cross. It's knocked back up in the air. Phillip tries to settle it. Fox is there. And a lot of contact, and they're going to call Phillip. Free kick for Rath, 1:11 to go in the third. 6-4 the score. Gotta imagine Detroit will be happy to get to the end of this this third quarter rather. It's not been an impressive third from them. They've had a couple of injuries to deal with as Nda almost gives that one away. That's a long ball ahead, trying to get it into the feet of Al-Nakshali. Instead, Foy able to come out and take it. 45 seconds. Turning and shooting is Fox. It's offline, and the putback is wide. Nda dove for one that was wide of goal, and might have been a chance there for Bialik. And a big coming together with 34 seconds to go. Foul is called. Free kick for Detroit. Nda, long ball across the way. Otterbein. Back to his help. Fox just hoofs it clear. 20 seconds to go. Phillip in the middle. Shalom tries to get it ahead, was looking for Gay. It's offline. 14 seconds, maybe one more push here for West Michigan. Fox, long ball is knocked up into the air, and it'll be a free kick with 8 seconds to go. Free kick from the line. Detroit getting the wall set up more quickly this time. 3-man wall. Outside and swung on and a miss from West Michigan. That was Ebene, who might have had a shot at something there, but Nda will just watch that one and play it away, and that'll take us to the end of 3. We got a game on our hands now. West Michigan, we're down 5-1 at the break. They're down 6-4 at the end of 3. We'll take 3 minutes and come back for the fourth quarter. You're watching Detroit Badgers FC live on Twitch. Fourth quarter about to get underway. Detroit Badgers 6, West Michigan Wrath 4. The final 15 minutes will tell the tale. Detroit led Kalamazoo 8-7 at the end of 3 last week. Ended up losing that one 11-8. And you know that Joseph Brincat and Mario Cicluna over there on that Detroit bench telling their guys, got to stay locked in here. You were up by 4. You were up by 5. It was 6-1 at one point. You got to stay locked in for these final 15 minutes if you want to get your team's first win in this league. Mary on the outside to Neuse, tries to get it in across. The shot at the near corner by Shalom is wide. West Michigan trying to turn the tide coming this way. Headed back into the middle, Anderson into the feet of Bialik. Long ball into the corner, and Dah's out to deal with it. And Dah turns back in towards his own goal, plays across the face to Mary. 14-13, they got numbers. Mary on the outside. Maybe a good look here for Shalom. Shoots and scored! Amen Shalom. A brilliant finish under the bar. Exactly what Detroit wanted coming out of the break. His first goal in blue and black. Detroit 7, West Michigan 4. The assist by Mary. And Badgers are back up 3. Nda outside, Ali Habhab. Long ball ahead, and they've got lots of numbers here. Is Aguirre trying to add one. On the outside, sends it in high and wide. They had numbers 3-on-1 and could not get the ball into the feet of anyone who had a good look at goal. That's a missed opportunity for Detroit. 13:38 and counting here in this fourth quarter. Trying to put this thing away from a West Michigan team that will not go away. That went all the way around the boards, and for some reason, no one made a play on it. And they had a shot at it at the near post, and Dah able to stop it and hold it, but coming the other way, Habhab on the outside. Carries it all the way in, pokes it off the boards, and across. Oh, it's stolen off the goal line! Habhab working with Van Palen, the 1-2. Habhab thought he had the goal. Foy got a piece of it. And I think it was Otterbein who saved it on the goal line and got it away. 12:55 to go. Detroit's lead remains 3. Nda into the feet of Van Palen. Now he's going to cut it back inside. Van Palen plays it on ahead. The shot at the near post, tries to dribble it in. Back across, open, look at a goal! It's Aguirre. Habhab on the assist. And with 12:37 to go, Detroit starting to pull away. As strong a fourth quarter start as you could have asked for. 2 goals in 2.5 minutes to push the lead back to 4. Wamner taken away by Souza. Wamner gets it back with some help from Fox. Under pressure, carrying it on is Gay. Gay diagonal, knocked down by Mansfield. Otterbein. Across, back across, a little high for Wamner, bounds off the boards. Wamner draws the double team. Gay on the ball, 12 minutes to go. All the way across Cushino, down the line, looking for Al-Nakshali, and coming out to deal with this Foy, but he can't. Al-Nakshali gets it in across, an open look maybe for Souza, blocked it into the netting. Souza had to take a settling touch, and Foy was able to get across just in the nick of time. Quick ball in on the corner, shot is blocked. Powers, long ball down the line, Nda out to deal with it. Over to Neuse, 11:40 to go. On the outside, Cushino back in across to Gay on the near side. Neuse Detroit does not need to be in a hurry. You want to still be positive, but you don't have to be frantic. Gay down the line, he's bumped off the ball. Fighting for it along the near boards. Getting it back into the middle is Ebene, lost it, Cucino. Turns around and back to his defense to Neuse. Coming up on the 11-minute mark. Detroit 8, West Michigan 4. Cucino cuts it back and gets away from Fox. Carries through the middle. Beats one more. Gets it in the middle. Neuse couldn't get on the ball. Now he's got to chase it down to the far corner. Neuse in the corner. Back to the top. Gay. Neuse. Looking for a runner. Drops it off to Souza instead. Outside to Gay. Gay tries to send it into Van Palen behind him. Into the corner. Souza there to give chase. Ebene trying to get it out of there. Well, and across, it's taken and scored by Gay. 10:39 to go. Bayi Gay has his first goal. Badgers 9, Wrath 4. Ball played into the top. Halt. Back to his defense, or back into Fox rather. Fox turns and shoots. Nda with a good stop. 10:10 to go. Shalom is tripped up. They work it back to Mary at the back. 10 minutes to go. Nda coming up to help. Little 1-2 with Mary. Ball is lost. Coming the other way, West Michigan. Maybe a quick shot here from Powers and scored. The benefits of the sweeper-keeper archetype is that it allows you to get guys up into the attack. You have more options. You have a higher safety valve. But if he gets caught out, you can give away good opportunities, and Storm Powers cashes in. That's his second goal of the game. West Michigan has drawn it back to within 4. Izaguirre trying to move in quickly himself. He's tripped up, and that's going to be a whistle and a card. West Michigan bench thinks he got the ball. Obviously, Detroit disagrees, and it's going to be a free kick and a blue card to West Michigan, or blue card to West Michigan, free kick to Detroit, rather. So West Michigan will have to play the next 2 minutes, man down. Van Palen gets it in quickly, the shot and goal! Didn't waste any time. The power play goal for Detroit. Ali Habhab. His second of the season, 9:43 to go. Souza. Down the line, Cucino. Cucino. Nine and a quarter left. Phillip. Detroit in complete control right now. And of course, West Michigan back to full strength after the goal cancels out the power play. 9 minutes to go, leading 10-5. A 4-goal flurry in the first 6 minutes of the fourth quarter has put Detroit in a very good position. West Michigan trying to clear it out, settle at the top of the box, turn around, and what a goal! Khaled Souza adds another. The goal party continues in the fourth. Souza with an impressive play on that to stop, turn on it, and seek it into the top corner. 11-5 Detroit. And the wheels are starting to come off for West Michigan now. a very strong third quarter from Rath, but they couldn't keep it going here in the fourth. You wonder how much of that is just the lack of numbers they have in comparison to Detroit's deeper bench. Foul given. It'll be a free kick for West Michigan with 8:11 to go in this one. Back to Mansfield, wearing the captain's band, and we have a whistle. And another ball has entered the playing area, so they have to stop play for that. Happens in a shared venue from time to time. 8 minutes even as we resume. Diagonal ball into the corner, knocked up in the air, and Da will claim it off the header. Rolls it out to Cucino. Flicked on to Ziden. Mansfield is there. He's been very difficult for Detroit to deal with in defense, and he's on the ball. Defensively, he does not give you any room. Foy sends that one out of play. It'll be a free kick for Detroit. Taken into the wall, up in the air. Anderson tries to settle it. Anderson lost it, and the shot is over the goal. Cucino had a point-blank look at it after taking the ball off of Anderson, but put it over the bar. Long throw out from Foy, settled by Anderson, who shoots quickly, and Da was way out of his goal. Nice little move by Mary to keep the ball, moves past the defender, now draws the double team and splits them, gets back into the middle with it. Back to Mustafa Mary, playing his first game with Detroit Badgers. That ball ahead is lost by Mansfield. Cucino tries to get on it, and Mansfield takes it back. Mansfield and Cucino got the ball on the tackle. On the outside, Shalom. Shalom cuts it back into the middle, tries to send it into the box, knocked down, Otterbein. Ebene draws the double team, plays off the boards, and gets free of News. Now he's got a run on goal, tries to get it in across, blocked by Mary. News on to Mary, 6:40 to go. Mary tries to get it ahead, taken away by Mansfield. Mansfield all the way across, off the wall. Powers plays it back into the defense. 6.5 to go, 11-5 the score. Detroit Badgers about to pick up their first win, barring a seismic collapse. Ebene back to the top. The shot is blocked by Mary. The attempt by Powers, looking for his hat trick. He's already got 2 today. Mary outside to Al-Nakshali. Across to News. News shoots, blocked. Outside. Ziden into the middle. They work it outside Al-Nakshali and blocked by Foy. 5:52 to go in this fourth quarter. We're going to have our last timeout. We'll take a break. 5:52 to go. Detroit 11, West Michigan 5. You're watching Detroit Badgers FC live on Twitch. Welcome back to the final few minutes here at Atoka East. 5:52 left. Detroit leading 11-5, and West Michigan about to drop to 0-7 unless they can pull off something truly miraculous. Detroit will play a corner. Gay sends it across, and it's immediately claimed by Foy. Thrown over the top, Dylan Fox had a goal earlier. Rips one off the boards wide of the net, and Da comes out to it, tries to play it on the ground. It's taken away. Fox shoots again, and Da got a piece of it, and they're going to say that he didn't touch it with his arm. The West Michigan bench disagrees pretty strongly with that assessment, and now we got a whistle going in favor of West Michigan after the foul on the outside. That was real close, I'm not going to lie to you. And Da came way out of his box after misplaying the ball out to try to clean up the error and almost gave away a handball. Into the corner, ripped off the boards by Bialik, trying to seek it out to Powers at the top, but turned over, coming the other way. Ali Habhab, good defense by Mansfield again to hold up the play. Gay rips it off the board, trying to get it back into the middle, picked up by Mansfield. Threw it into the middle. Fox flicks it on the outside. Powers plays it off the board, trying to get it to Fox in the middle. Fox plays it off the board, looking for an option in the middle. There's nobody there, save Khaled Souza. Under 5 to go. Through the middle they work it. Bayi Gay. On ahead, actually, it's offline. Taken away by West Michigan. Out to Fox. Fox rips it from distance. Nda gets a piece of it. The putback is scored. And Storm Powers does get his third. A productive day for him. Will almost certainly be too little too late for West Michigan, but it's a goal nonetheless. Nda made the first stop diving to punch it clear, but didn't get the defensive support he wanted on the clearance. And Powers was there to put it right back. Cuts the lead to 5. Into the middle. Outside, Wamner. Back to Bialik. Excuse me, that's Ebene rather. 16, not 18. Mansfield tries to make a tough pass into the middle, but it's turned aside. The clearance by Detroit goes out off the ceiling. So 3:58 to go. It'll be a free kick for West Michigan at the line. Detroit will set up the 3-man wall. Nda trying to direct traffic. They get it in quickly. In the corner, back to Mansfield. Shoots. Redirected at the top, just wide. Sending back in. Nda gets a piece of it, and it's skied up into the netting again. They'll try it again with 3:50 to go. Mansfield leaves it. Power shoots. It's just high. Excuse me, it's Hart rather who shot it. Just high. Hart tries to get the rebound back, and now here they come on the run. Cushino pokes it just wide, and Foy picks it up. And we're going to have a whistle. Ali Habhab, or excuse me, rather, that's Ali Zaiden. Going to pick up a blue card for interfering with Foy when he had the ball in his hand. Zaiden poked it free, which you are not allowed to do at any level. So kind of a silly mistake to make there. With 3.5 to go, it'll be a power play for West Michigan. Ebene, they work it around the back. Halt. Mansfield lifts it down the boards into the feet of the attacker, but it's turned away. Trying to get it all the way outside, and Hughes, he's got to run in on goal, pass into the middle, and a shorthanded goal for George Phillip. Hughes on the assist. And that's your exclamation point. That's a tired West Michigan side out there with only the 4 substitutes today. Under 3 to go. Foy is coming up into the action. Over to Mansfield. High into the air, and Neuse with a strong header out. Into the middle, Souza. Souza being defended, knocked to the ground. Ball back in possession of West Michigan. The shot from Fox and scored. So Fox will add a second goal to his tally for the day. But everything is pretty much cosmetic at this point. 12-7 the score. Brendan Mansfield with the assist. A little confusion about who's supposed to be on the floor for Detroit right now. Finally, they get the ball back into play. 2.5 minutes to go. For Detroit Badgers, a great day. They played well for most of it, a stretch in the third quarter that they'll want to forget, but aside from that, a dominant fourth quarter. They lead this one by 5 as we enter the final 2 minutes. Mary takes it away from Fox. Fox tries to fight, gets it back. Fox works into the middle. Mary with a tough challenge. Mansfield, a sliding challenge, couldn't get there. Mary, nice touches to get free. Tries to get it ahead to Gay. Ball lost by Foy. Gay on the edge of the box, sends a cross. Cuscino scores! Cuscino gets his. 1:49 left in this one. .145 left. 2 more home games remain for Detroit Badgers, and you can catch them both right here on Twitch. You can check out the full schedule at masl3.com. Their next game is, oh, that one's lost by Nda, and Fox shoots it off the bar. A bad giveaway by Nda, and almost gave away a goal as a result with 1:20 to go. Fox tries to center. It's blocked up and into the netting, and it'll be a corner kick. As I was saying, next game will be Detroit Badgers versus Waza FC. That'll be Sunday. That one cleared long. Ziden gives chase. Foy out to deal with it. Ziden collects it. Back to Izaguirre. He's going to settle and look for the shot, and he finds the bottom corner on the far side. Izaguirre adds one with 59 seconds to go. That's his second of the day. Badgers up by a touchdown, 14-7. Mario Cicluna telling his guys just to keep the ball and run some clock. 40 seconds to go. Badgers gonna walk out of here with their first ever win in MASL 3 play. Turned over, picked up by Otterbein. On ahead. Souza clears off the boards. But our next broadcast will be a week from Saturday. Two more games left in MASL 3 at home for Detroit. But as we said, they'll be playing Waza FC on Sunday. That game will be here at Toka East, so effectively a home game. That's where Waza plays their home games as well. Mary puts that one in on goal, but it's saved by Foy, and Da out to deal with this, and that's going to take us to the end of this one. Detroit Badgers victorious for the first time in MASL history. A strong performance and a well-deserved 3 points. Final score, Badgers 14, Wrath 7. Thank you so much for being here with us today, and we'll see you again next time. For all of us at Detroit Badgers FC, for Ann Brincat on camera operations today, I'm Colton Wesley. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, your final score, Detroit Badgers 14, West Michigan Wrath 7. You've been watching Detroit Badgers FC live on Twitch.